Hi, it's Laura at Aquamarine18 Tarot and Books. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. Welcome or welcome back. This is a VR to Elaine over at Tarot Tats and Tea, who started the tag First Tarot Kickstarter Deck. I will link Elaine's video below that started the tag. The tag really is encapsulated in its name. There are a few questions, which I've put in the description box below, but the idea is just to share our first experience backing a tarot deck on Kickstarter. Even with this simple premise, I have found a way to cheat because the first deck I backed on Kickstarter wasn't tarot. It was an oracle, so that's what I'm going to show you today. This is also my first Kickstarter experience of any sort. I do now back things that are not deck related at all. I've backed some magazines, I've backed a couple of books, different kinds of projects that have nothing to do with tarot or oracle or any other kind of deck at all. But my first ever Kickstarter experience was the Open Portals playing cards by James Eads. This is a deck that I backed in 2018. Comes in a box inside the larger box here. And the second question for this tag is, why did you back this? And there are a couple of reasons that I backed it. One is that this is a playing card based deck. I have some, playing card readers in my very recent ancestry, like my grandmother's generation, but I haven't actually spent a lot of time learning playing cards. And I really hadn't spent any time learning playing cards at all back in 2018. I got tarot first. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, okay, you know, maybe learning playing cards would be facilitated by having this kind of hybrid oracle playing card situation. That was not true. This is not a playing card deck. This is an oracle deck with playing card correspondences on it. Um, I think now that I would say that learning playing cards, it is absolutely advantageous to learn just with a straight up playing card deck, not with something like this. So I was wrong about that. The other reason I backed it and backed it in the way that I did, which was to get two copies. I actually got um, two different versions of the deck. I'll show the second one here. There's a dark version and a light version, so I got the light version too. These were very inexpensive. I think they were $15. I decided to do this because I thought, well, I'll have one set for reading with, divination, and one set for playing games with, because this is has a game associated with it that is a game that is created specifically for this deck. And I thought, well, all of my divination cards live in one place in the house, and the gaming cards live somewhere else, and why not? Uh, that didn't work out either. Our household is a plastic playing cards kind of household because even if a drink doesn't get spilled, the like pint glass perspiration is going to get all over anything that we play games with. So that didn't work out either. It didn't turn out exactly how I thought backing this, but that's okay. The third question is, do you still use the deck? And the answer to that is yes, it's still in my collection. I still use it. I've been thinking about decks to do kind of some deep dive, more intensive study, spend some time with in the year 2024, and I actually think that this would be a good option. I have a couple of playing card oriented oracle decks, and I'm, feeling pretty interested in those kinds of systems right now. I have one on my wish list as well, so I think that this will be a deck that I delve more into. I've been thinking about potential pairings for it, and I think that the dark side deck would look really good, in my opinion, with the Lubanco Tarot. I think that they would get along really well. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. Now, the fourth question is tell us about the deck. I feel like I've said a fair amount about the deck already. It's a playing card oracle. So what you get in the box, I'll just show you the box. You get the inside, you get the cards on one side. So the cards are here in their tuck box. And on the other side, you get two pamphlets. And I'll show the design of the pamphlet because it's very good. You get a pamphlet called Open Portals for Oracles, which is this one right here. And it opens like this. And it gives you meanings for the different cards as an oracle. And it's organized by suit. So a red suit and a black suit on either side of this double-sided pamphlet, plus some extra information. And look at how this works. This is great. I think that this is a good design and that more things should use it. It has some different spreads in the fold out, so that's pretty cool. And then you get a second one in here called How to Open Portals, and this is the game instructions. So you get different index of different gods, which some of the cards have gods on them, and general information on it, and then kind of a step-by-step way of playing the game. I have only used this as an oracle. I have not played the game because, as mentioned before, we're not tidy. So maybe I'll play the game someday, but for me, this is an oracle deck, very much first and foremost. And I will say it was a good first Kickstarter experience. I feel like all of us who have backed Kickstarters probably have a few stories of Kickstarter campaigns that did not go exactly as we expected, or did not go very smoothly, or maybe didn't turn out in the way that we thought, in a not so great way. This was a very straightforward, um, you know, simple Kickstarter experience as I remember it. So I felt very lucky to have, and to have mostly had really, overall a pretty good experience backing decks on Kickstarter. So that's my first Kickstarter deck. Look forward to hearing about other folks' Kickstarter decks in their VRs. Have a good one. Bye.